We have a purpose in these last days. Jeremiah, God said to Jeremiah in chapter 1 verse 5, "Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations." Jeremiah said to the Lord, "Lord, I cannot speak. I am as a child." That's like us. We feel like we have such shortcomings. Who are we? We're not perfect. We've got problems in our lives. We've got shortcomings. We fall and get into trouble and stand up again and keep going, but who are we? We're like children. How could we be ready for such things today? For we're like Jeremiah. He says, "Lord, I can't speak for you. I'm like a child." But the Lord said unto me, "Say not, I am a child. For thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command thou shalt speak." The Lord has a purpose for each and every one here today. You have a purpose. He knew ye from before you were born, and He made you holy and sanctified you right from the womb. And even though life hasn't been perfect up till now, He had a plan for you. He's always had. And now, as we see these events come upon the earth, He wakes us up and He says, "Now is the time, and now is the day, and this is the moment that I'm calling you forth. For you have to send my message to the nations." This is the generation, and this is the church that has to proclaim His gospel in this vineyard. And I'm not speaking of Brother Kent here. I'm not speaking of myself. I'm speaking of each and every one here, that we are charged with knowing this word and not putting a bushel on it and hiding it, but let it shine unto the world. Then the Lord put forth His hand and touched Jeremiah's mouth, and the Lord said unto him, "Behold, I have put my words in thy mouth." Zechariah, in chapter 3. Zechariah felt that he could speak for the Lord, that he was not ready, and that Satan was at his right hand resisting Joshua the high priest. And the Lord said, "Is this not a brand plucked out of the fire?" We are like a brand plucked out of the fire. For there is a great fiery judgment coming on this earth. And we are plucked out and made ready and made clean for His work. We are made clean. Zechariah 3 verse 4, "And he answered and spake unto those that stood before him, saying, Take away the filthy garments from him. And unto him he said, Behold, I have caused thy iniquity to pass from thee, and I will clothe thee with a change of raiment." God will make you clean. Jesus bears your iniquities. They are not yours. Everything is prepared for you for this day. And then we just need to walk in His ways, keep His charge, have good judgment in our house, and keep His courts. And in verse 7, He will give us places to walk among these that stand by. Isaiah, another great prophet of the Lord. Woe is me, Lord, because I am a man of unclean lips, in the midst of a people of unclean lips. And then one of the seraphims flew down with a live coal in his hand, and he touched the lips of Isaiah, and he said, "Thine iniquity is taken away, and thy sin is purged." And he made him a man of clean lips. And he commanded Isaiah, "Go and tell the people." That's our purpose in these days. There has to be Isaiahs, Zacharias, there has to be Hoseas, Jeremiahs. There has to be Ruths and Dinahs and Chloes to keep the word of the Lord.